Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens hope by the end of today's game they'll have secured win number 1 on the season. It's the Panthers going up against the Ravens.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Baltimore Ravens. Together here from the D-line. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive backfield, they can see things develop, able to make plays, then they use their athletic ability to take over and spill them.
A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. A good pickup there at 22. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
3rd down. Flacco from the gun. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This is Derrick Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Newton now on second down. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big play there for the Panthers. And even 40 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A gain of 32 that time. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems like...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? Green Beckham has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And to give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, Flacco now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now they try the right side here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Flacco here on second down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And it does get in your mind a little bit.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Dorial Green Beckham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let let him fling another one.
Play action. It's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dorial Green-Beckham. And it's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Flacco off play action. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. K1 short. Coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco from midfield. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Carolina getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Goes underneath for Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Newton on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a first down throw for Newton. He dumps it off for Henry. And now running right through him. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, Flacco to throw. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. But he's got Green Beckham. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. If you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter. Okay, so Larry apparently giving us the silent treatment all of a sudden, and we're going to skip ahead to quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They keep it with Henry on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Newton. Caught by Nelson left side. That one goes for 36 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. First and 15 here behind the chains. Out of the gun, Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A play fake to Stewart. It's Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
A big hit. Knocked out sideways, right near the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Flacco from the gun. And this one is incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Setting up to throw, Flacco. They go screen play to Langford. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Fielded at the 33. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. And Olsen over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Second down now after the pass completion. The backup Rob Kelly, his first carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. From the gun, here's Newton. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Bronson Kaufusi able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the second half at FedEx Field now. And it's the Redskins scoring again to open up that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others. And he loses the football a second time. And I do believe the offense got this back. Goodness, they did. Their own 1-yard line is where they got it back, cutting it close here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks them up.
And avoids the turnover. There he goes left side. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 89 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And it's up and good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Here's Newton now on second down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 22 yards on the pickup there. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Gano out to kick this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First and 10 here for Flacco. complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game and trying to run it up on your phone.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On first down, Flacco. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on 2nd down. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Jeremy Langford is in. He gets the carry. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty.